Every RV that's on the road is a custom or a unique setup. And I'm not just talking about floor plans. I'm talking about the gear that goes into it, the accessories, the tools, the way that storage is optimized for that RV. When I look at new gear, I put it on a roadworthy scale. So today I have 5 new items that I want to try out to see where it fits on the roadworthy scale to see if it'll fit on the RV. So let's not waste any time. Let's get right into it. So now this is our first one. And when I saw the ad for this, I thought, why have I never seen this before and never thought about it for RVing? And it's a creeper mat. We have always kept a moving blanket and a tarp on the RV in case we need to work under the truck or under the RV, but I think this is going to be even better. The advantage to this is we're supposed to be able to put it on the ground and it's like a conveyor belt. So you can basically push yourself and just roll underneath the RV or under the truck. So let's check this out. So you can see it's going to be like two-sided when we're laying on it on the ground, but it's just built like a belt. So we'll throw it on the ground and see how it does. Just a couple of things that I'm noticing here is it feels kind of thick, almost padded, which might be nice. And the material doesn't feel absorbent. So if there is going to be water on the ground or something like that, it's not going to be soaking it up like it would with our moving blanket. First impression is I like it. It's not perfect, but I like it. What I like is I'm not feeling every rock that's on the ground. I don't feel like all the rocks are sticking to me, sticking to my skin, getting into my pockets, all that. I like that separation. And it does feel like it gives you a little bit of a cushion. So it's not that it erases all the rocks that are down here on the ground, but I'm not feeling every single individual one feeling like it's cutting into me. So I do like that. It's not exactly like a creeper for getting underneath cars and working on stuff. It does feel like you're kind of pushing and sliding against the ground because you really are. But the area that I think that it would kind of fail as a creeper is you can't change direction. You're stuck going in this one direction. If you want it to lay a different way, you have to kind of move it yourself and then get back on top of it, which isn't a huge deal, but something to consider. But this one's definitely leaning towards the roadworthy scale. Two other things that come to mind as I'm putting it away is, number one, it folds up really easy and compacts down towards. It's not going to take up hardly any space. But the other thing that I think is more important to me than that is that the barrier to get it out it's not cumbersome. It's not a pain. It's going to be something that I grab. If I'm on the side of the road and I have a problem and the asphalt's really hot, I'm not going to think twice about grabbing this and throwing it on the road, where I might if it was a moving blanket or something like that, depending on the situation. So that barrier of the pain for it to get it out of where it is in the RV is pretty low for me on this. So for my roadworthy score from 0 to 10, I'm going to give this an 8. I think there's a little bit of room for improvement, but at the same time, this is definitely better than the moving blanket we've kept on hand, and I'm more apt to be able to grab this and use it. So for me, it's replacing the moving blanket, making it onto the RV. So this one was a winner for me. So let's move on to our next one. Okay, so now this next one is sewer attachment wrenches, and it's supposed to work on multiple different ends. You can use it on your sewer hose. You're supposed to be able to use this on caps, 3-inch, 4-inch, or even the slotted kind. So it's supposed to do quite a few different types of fittings all in a little package. And I wanted to try these because our valve at the end here, it's that twist on valve that you put on here. Sometimes when I'm trying to disconnect the hose, it's starting to turn the fitting that's on here because it's a twist on, and trying to hold both those at the same time, sometimes it's kind of a pain. And I thought these wrenches might make that a little bit easier. And I know some people have a hard time making these connections or getting the caps off at RV parks. So I thought, why not try them out? Now, I'm going to give this a pretty low score. It's going to be like a 2 or a 3. I imagine if you were somebody that really struggled with this and just needed that little extra oomph, this might score higher for you. But for me, it missed the mark in a couple of different areas. For one, it didn't help the situation that I was having. And two, I felt like I should have been able to do opposing wrenches, but they don't work in that way. And I really thought that they should have nested together. It feels like they should click together and be one unit that you can store rather than having 2 loose units that are going to be rolling around wherever you're going to put them. So that's part of why it didn't score very high for me. And I also felt like there was an area that you should have been able to put this at the sewer connection at the park, not necessarily tightening it, but loosening it, because sometimes those get locked on there a bit more than you were expecting. And this didn't fit in that way either. So I felt like it really only gave me a wrench in one one direction for loosening this fitting and not holding the other side. And if I needed to get a cap off, I have tools on hand that are able to do that as well. So for me, 2 out of 10 of the roadworthy tests. But that's the way it is when you try things out sometimes. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and this one didn't work out. That's one of the things that I love about today's sponsor is they let you actually try out the product for 120 days. And if you don't like it, you can send it back. And it's RV mattress. And it can take the pressure off when you're replacing the mattress in your RV, knowing that you have that trial, because there's so many options that they have, whether it's the size or the space requirements or the firmness or the softness or down to the individual layers that you want to have inside of your mattress. You can customize that and get exactly what you're looking for. And if you don't know where to start, they have questions that you can answer that help point you in the right direction. They also make delivery really easily. You can have it delivered right to your RV. It comes compressed, so it's easy to move into the RV. You unroll it, you take the plastic off, then it's the fun part of seeing it almost come to life. So if you are interested in checking out a new mattress, there's gonna be a link down in the description. Use code AllAboutRVs to save 30% off your mattress. Knowing that you have that trial period takes the stress out of picking a mattress. So let's get into our next one on the list. Okay, now moving on, this next one should be really quick and easy to test out because it's a pretty simple rope tensioner for paracord. It's supposed to be really simple. You just grab it, clip it, set it, cinch it. So that's all we're supposed to do with this. Let's see how actually practical that is. So first off, one of the things I noticed is it didn't come with paracord. It's something that's similar in size, but definitely not paracord. But with them being new, they are very easy to use. It'll be interesting to see how they perform after they've been rained on maybe a few times. But I do like the simplicity of using them. Okay, right out the gate, I thought I was going to give this a really low score because it didn't come with paracord and I didn't like that. I always do keep paracord on the RV in the truck because you never know when you're going to need something extra to strap something down, and it's so easy to have on hand. So I also wanted to see how this did with paracord. Threading that through and then pulling, it's actually smoother than the cord that they sent with, and it bites really well. It holds really well with paracord. So I do think I'm going to keep these on the RV for the next year and just see how much I use them. If I'm strapping something down in the truck, the retractable ratchet strap is hands down the best, my absolute favorite, easy to use, easy to put away, and paracord's more of my backup. But I do think I know an area that I will use these. Sometimes you buy things for one purpose and it ends up being better for another. These right here drive me nuts. They're supposed to be kind of like a bungee elastic kind of a thing, and they just get loose and floppy. So I think I might use them here to where I can just cinch something up rather than relying on something that's elastic. The only question is, how is it going to hold up to water and salt water when we go out in the ocean? So we'll see how that does, but this is an area that I'm going to try it. So on to the next one. I forgot to give it a score. I'm getting a score of 5. It's got to prove itself in the next year to see if I actually use it or if it's just one more thing to clutter up the RV. So now on to the next one. Now, out of everything on the list, this one's the most expensive. Everything's been really budget friendly, but this is a smart thermostat. Actually, more than a thermostat, it's like an entire control hub for the RV with smart features built into it. So smart thermostat, pet monitor on Wi-Fi or cellular, expandable Bluetooth capabilities. So if you wanted to add other sensors around the RV or monitor your tanks with it, there's a lot that you can do with this unit. But as I've been using it, I've come across a few hurdles, a few bumps in the road, but there's an update coming out for it. So before we do a deep dive into it, I want to see what that update's going to do and if it fixes some of the problems. So it'll take a little bit more time, but I think it'll be worth it to see how this compares to other smart thermostats for RVs. So I'm still going to be trying this one out and not really giving it a score today. So really interesting device and not really coming from any of the big developers or manufacturers that are out there. Interesting to see something like this for RVing. So let's move on to our next one. This next one definitely lands in the fun enjoyment column. Now, one of the things that goes hand in hand with RVing is being outdoors. A lot of people go RVing to be outdoors, but when the bugs are so bad outside that you just can't handle it anymore, what are some of those solutions? So today, I'm gonna try a hammock with mosquito netting built into it. This isn't brand new, but this is new to me. I wanna see if the netting is gonna be more of a pain to deal with, or if it's not that bad and actually makes it more enjoyable when the bugs are pretty bad outside. So let's give this a try and set it up. Not bad. It's not perfect. I would probably want one with a ridge line so it holds the netting off you rather than it just kind of falling into you. But maybe if it was the right one, it would get a higher score. But if you wanted to hang out outside and not be cooped up inside the RV and not have the bugs bother you, this would absolutely fit that bill. So for this one, I'm probably going to give it a 4. Maybe I'll put a link down in the description to one that has a ridge line so that way it doesn't have that netting fall down on you. But for the price, under 25 bucks, that's not a bad price. So now, just like usual, I'm gonna put links down in the description and pinned in that first comment. That way they're really easy to find. But I think that's gonna do it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this, seeing me try out some new gear for RVing. You never know what little gem you're gonna find that's gonna be great for RVing. So anyways, I think that's gonna do it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. So as always, if we don't see you on the road, hopefully we'll see you next video. Take care. Okay, I gotta say, I was way off on the score on this hammock at first. I'm giving this an 8. When you're in a place where you can hang out in the shade with the breeze going by, away from bugs, we have used this a ton in the last handful of days. So it definitely went up when you have locations like this where you can use it. So yeah, I'm really liking this.